Across the UK, Britain's car pounds work hard around the clock to crack down in the war against car crime.
And another one goes for scrap. Dun, dun, dun.
One of the biggest providers of cars for the pound are the police, and in Northamptonshire, they're preparing for the biggest road event of the year, with some 400,000 motorists flooding Silverstone's highways.
So today is the British Grand Prix, Silverstone. Traffic is going to be very, very busy today. It's the biggest event, you know, in the motor racing calendar in the UK. It's certainly the biggest event that we police in Northamptonshire.
Assisting the police at every turn is local car pound Threadgold Recovery, run for the last 20 years by husband and wife teams Steve and Maureen.
We cover Silverstone from Thursday lunchtime until end of play on Sunday, which is probably about 7 o'clock in the evening. The last few years have been changing. We get more for no tax than no insurance. It's a job we like doing.
As Adam does his rounds, a vehicle soon catches his eye.
It's driving around Silverstone and it's got an L plate on the front and the rear of the vehicle. Now, most local people would not necessarily go out and learn to drive over Silverstone Grand Prix weekend, so that's a little bit abnormal in itself. On checking the vehicle, it's not a local vehicle either. So I just want to ascertain the details of who's driving the vehicle, make sure they're insured and that they've got a supervising driver.
They discover the motorist is indeed a learner, but there's a problem.
Okay, so where's your supervising driver?
No, I haven't got him with me at the moment.
You haven't got him with you?
I was just looking to the KFC.
So did you drive all the way down from Leeds then, or?
Yeah.
Did you have so who was with you when you drove down?
Who was with me?
Yeah.
I'm here with my family.
You're here with your family?
We all drove down together.
You're aware it's an offence to drive a motor vehicle
To be fair,
as a provisional licence holder without a supervising driver?
yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yes and
Okay,
no.
all right. I need to ask your details, buddy, if that's okay, because I need to confirm that you're not a licence holder in your own right before I give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Some 719,000 motorists are pulled over for driving without a licence per year, facing fines of up to £1,000. So this driver is one of many.
So you got a provisional. So you have got a licence, it's just a provisional.
Not
Yeah, no, that's fine.
What happens now?
So what's going to happen is I'm going to write you a ticket for driving otherwise in accordance with the licence.
Okay.
Okay?
And I'm going to get to see it now, to be honest. The Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just take the car key off of there. I don't need your other keys. I don't want you to...
You don't need to go in the house, do you?
I don't need to go in your house. I also don't want you to not be able to get in your house, so I'll just take the car key from you.
This Formula One fan won't miss the Grand Prix, but he will need to hand over his wheels, due to be taken straight to the car pound, and all for a, shall we say, less than urgent journey.
Where were you just nipping out to?
KFC.
KFC?
Yeah, Milton Keynes.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah.
Bit of a trek. You picked the wrong weekend to go out without a supervising driver. I mean, you shouldn't do it any time,
No.
but if you want a weekend where you're going to get caught, come to the UK's biggest motor racing event.
Well, I thought you'd be too busy.
Yeah, we are too busy dealing with this sort of stuff, so.
For the police, it's no laughing matter. Last year, unlicensed drivers were responsible for at least 26,000 serious road accidents.
I'm going to be reporting you for consideration of the question of prosecuting you for the offence of driving otherwise in accordance with the licence, okay? You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention now, something later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. And he says he's going to KFC in Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is a good 15 miles down the road, so it's not just nipping out. He's going to have to do a 30-mile round trip to go and get his KFC. So actually that's going to be a really expensive KFC that he isn't actually going to get anymore. But no, some people never learn. There we are.
They may not get their fast food, but these fast car fans do manage a lift back to the village, thanks to Adam.
There's plenty of idiots on the road.
Say that again.
While his colleague waits for the recovery vehicle.
Yeah, you.
where's the mate?
He's just gone to drop the 2 occupants off of this vehicle back at their campsite.
Oh.
I would be worried about anybody on the roads without a licence. Obviously, they don't know how to drive properly, do they? They've not got qualification to drive, so it could be a dangerous driver.
After a short pit stop, the car is whisked back to Threadgold's HQ.
We've had a van recovered here from the police.
I don't wish people rich.
At CMG Car Pound Northampton, 2 second-hand car dealers have arrived from Norwich to claim back their van, suspected of being purchased fraudulently. As far as they can tell, the credit card owner disputed the payment with his credit card company and got his money back, but the van was sold on.
The van was paid over the phone with a credit or debit card, and then the company came back to us to say that the money was fraudulently taken. So unfortunately that meant that we were down about £5,000. So called the police. They managed to pick up the vehicle in this area, in the Northampton area, and it's now just over there. So I'm here today to pick it up and take it back to its rightful owner.
But they're not allowing that to be released at the moment because we don't know who we're releasing to. Norfolk Police haven't detailed who we're releasing to.
Okay.
So what she's saying, we should try and chase it up with the Norfolk Police.
Yeah.
And then we can give you a call and let you know.
Even though the van is in the pound through no fault of their own, that doesn't mean getting it back is going to be easy or quick. In fact, in this instance, quite the contrary.
You can chase it with Norfolk Police and speak to the officer.
Yeah.
You can get a release from them, they can email it over.
So I've spoken to Norfolk Police.
Yeah.
They won't give me a release note. It's a fraudulent case, it's not a crime apparently.
Oh right, okay.
So it doesn't have a crime reference number, so they can't really do a release note for you.
So the only way we would be able to release is we have to have the authorisation from the police.
We do feel a little bit sorry for people that have their vehicles stolen and that. People come in here and they moan at us all the time. I've been to this police station, been to here, been to there. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is we can't do anything until the police say so.
Do I speak to Northampton Police?
Yeah, Northamptonshire Police.
Okay.
So operational support you need to speak to. So 101, option 1, operational support. Alright.
The owner finally gets through to the Northamptonshire Police.
Can I help you?
Yes.
You're the chap with the stolen car that can't have it.
Yeah, that's the kiddie.
After almost 2 hours on the phone to various call centres, a breakthrough.
So I've spoken to Norfolk Police, who have liaised with Northamptonshire Police, who should be sending you an email confirming that you can release the car.
They haven't done anything as yet, so I don't know if you want to take a seat. Yeah, okay, alright. And I'll pop out when or if I get something.
So people that are on hold for too long with the police and that, yeah, you sort of feel sorry for them a little bit, but you know, it's just part of our job.
I've been here since about 10 o'clock this morning. I've been on the phone for 4 or 5 hours between Norfolk Constabulary and Northamptonshire Police to try and get them to release the car to us, or the van to us. It's been quite difficult, if I'm honest. Getting quite tired. Obviously I've had a complete day that I haven't sold any cars today. I'm just hoping that it's going to be sorted in the next half an hour or so that we can get back to sunny Norwich.
With almost an entire day wasted, the trip to Northampton is proving rather expensive.
I had a release come through for call.
Yes.
Is that you?
Yes.
I have a photo ID and an insurance certificate.
Yep.
Has anyone made you aware of the whole fact that you've got to pay to get out?
Yeah, no. I thought you were going to say that it's a complete write-off and it doesn't move.
Oh no.
No, that's good. How much do I need to pay?
There's 150 to pay in total.
Okay. 150, sorry.
But with only 28% of stolen vehicles returned, these guys are lucky.
It's alright, 150 quid, it's not bad. Yeah. 150 quid or £5 grand. Oh, feeling really good that we finally released the van. It has taken us all day. but we did eventually get what we came for. So technically, we probably lost in actual cost today about £250–300, but to retrieve a stolen van worth £5,000, then that's a loss I'm willing to take.
Got fuel?
Got fuel? How much?
Half tank.
More fuel than we left in. Winner, winner. Yeah. What does it look like?
Despite the costs, there is one small silver lining.
It's empty. It's not full of stolen goods, thanks very much.
They left you a spare wheel though.
They did leave me a spare wheel, I'm pleased about
Just
that.
in case.
It may have taken a day, but it's well worth the wait. And with a new spare wheel and possibly the world's most expensive free tank of fuel, the guys finally head back to Norwich. Over on the other side of town,
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention now, something you later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
it's Formula One weekend, where earlier a couple of speed freaks were pulled over for attempting a KFC pit stop on a provisional licence. Now the driver has come to Threadgold's to pick up his motor after a rather expensive journey.
Aye, taxi.
No taxi. How much did that cost?
200. I don't think it's worth going out, even if it's a quick trip without a licence. Because to me, they're a dangerous driver, and it's liable to turn out into a fatal accident.
The costs are mounting up, but unfortunately for this driver, that's only the half of it. Literally.
There's your provisional. There's your man's full driving licence. 290 then.
Oh, well, it's...
Are we winning?
Yeah. Right, well, insurance that will kill it impact.
I bet it was.
400 it was.
Just for 30 days it took. I'm not surprised. That's your receipt, shows you recovery and storage.
Yep.
Go give the man a shout, he'll bring the car out to the car park and you'll be on your way. Alright, take care.
Bye now. Get to see you racing.
Yeah, got to see it all.
Safe journeys back. All right, mate. See you later.
Fees paid, the young driver is reunited with his car and leaves, presumably in search of something else finger-licking good. Over at CMG, it's another busy day at the pound.
You ever watch Fast and Furious? Yeah? Ever since that, yeah? I just want to drive fast cars and stuff.
And today, a young petrolhead has come to pick up his beloved car after a friend got caught speeding in it.
There's that car people look at you, you know, like, it makes a nice sound as well. Like all the girls looking at you as well, all your friends looking at you on the main street. You know, nice car though, nice car.
While it may be a head-turner, being stuck behind bars isn't going to impress anyone.
There's your front ID back there. You've got £270 to pay today.
The key's in the vehicle, isn't it?
Yes, with the vehicle, yeah.
Have you done it? Because didn't you? Just give me 5 minutes and I'll just...
Okay.
Despite driving a car worth over 50 grand, this driver doesn't have available funds to pay the fee.
I had to pay like £600 for the impound insurance.
I know, it's so expensive, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Compound, impound insurance is the same thing. It's an insurance that you need to get your vehicle out of our compound, because some insurance companies won't cover you for being in a police compound. I think at the minute it's about £450 for 3 or 4 days. It doesn't matter what your vehicle's in for, everyone needs compound insurance to get it out.
I was thinking I'll get like a CMG discount.
Yeah. I was going to say, I'm sure I've seen you before.
Loyalty discount, 20% okay.
Unfortunately for this driver, a car dealer himself, car pound fees are set in stone by the government, so despite this being his 6th visit in 2 months, no discounts are on offer.
Yeah, I just like have loads of cars in it. That's it. I like driving cars, like high performance cars and stuff. And sometimes when I'm not using any, then my friend borrows it. So it's a powerful car. So he put his foot down, and then he literally had it for 30 minutes. Put his foot down, and then that's it. We got like £800 out my pocket. So, it is what it is, isn't it? And one of the police, the lady, flirting with her, yeah, making nice eyes, everything. Yeah, and then she's like, yeah, I'll let you not go. Then, yeah, the guy, yeah, was like, nah, we're taking it. I was like, what?
You tried?
I tried, no, I literally had it. I had it in the bag. I could have saved myself £800.
To prevent any more costs, the young driver must get the bill paid soon.
Call my sister.
Backup plan. No, she's not answering.
Nah, she's messaged me. £30 interest.
That's a good deal.
It's a good deal, innit? Then at least I can get this out, innit?
We ready?
Done. I had to go to the bank of mum and dad.
Good old mum and dad.
Bank of mum and dad.
So where's the backup?
We get a lot of people coming here sometimes and moan about the price and moaning that they've had to, you know, beg, steal and borrow basically from their parents, you know, mum and dad, friends, other family. But like, you have to sort of think to yourself, why? Why is your vehicle in here? Dad, I don't use the bank of mum and dad, do I? That's what he thinks anyway.
Take my money. There you go.
With the driver's parents stepping up, he now has one last hoop to jump through.
Right. Can I get your sign and print there? And then the bottom box. No, you don't do that one. Scribble that out. That's to say I'm disposing of it. Don't do that. That one there.
This one?
Yeah.
Sign it?
Yeah, sign and print.
With the paperwork sorted, the young man can finally head home. Though if his driving's anything to go by, it won't be long before the pound make this fast petrol head a furious visitor once again. Also keeping the Northamptonshire Pounds on their toes are PC's Kev and Rob. They're out on the busiest day of the year for the local traffic cops, the Formula One Grand Prix at Silverstone. And Threadgold's Steve and Maureen are ready.
With things going on at Silverstone, it's normally reasonably busy for us, isn't it?
We station ourselves down there. Formula One, if it's going to be busy, we've usually got the van, because the van is kitted out like an office. Got the credit card machine in there, so we've got electric points, got all the key fobs, all the paperwork. Then Stephen will take one of the bigger lorries over, and then John will join us in one of the smaller flatbeds.
Today, Kev and Rob have been alerted to a vehicle reported as SORN, or Statutory Off-Road Notification, meaning it's been declared off-road and shouldn't be driven.
So what's the story on this one? It's SORN, MOT expired 27th of November 2021. There's no insurance held.
Having pulled the driver over, Rob goes to investigate.
Hello, sir. How are you doing? All right. The reason we've stopped you is because the vehicle's not showing as having any insurance, and also it's showing as being SORN.
What?
Do you have insurance?
Yes, I have insurance.
You do?
Yes.
Have you got some kind of proof that it is insured?
Only nothing in the car.
Who's it insured with? Have you got anything on, you know, email confirmation or anything like that?
There's literally nothing in the car.
We've literally got our suitcases
in the back and that's...
All right, that's fine. What I'll do, I'll just do a person check on yourself as well.
The couple are insisting everything is above board.
You saying? No, just the insurance page.
But it soon transpires insurance is the least of their problems.
Just trying to find your licence, driver. Take your hat off for us. Make sure it's you. Yeah, I think it's you.
I got it back in February. I lost it. I did all the courses.
So what would you have lost your licence for?
I lost it for drink driving.
Okay.
Because in a minute you're still showing disqualified until December 2022.
What?
If Kev and Rob are correct and the driver has violated his driving ban, he could face up to 6 months in prison.
I saw the, you know, it's got the, you're legally allowed to drive from February to the 4th.
Yeah, no worries. I may need some one-on-one prints, etc.
So you've got that, have you? Can you show us that?
It's getting to at home.
No, I mean it's normally sent through electronically. Have you got anything?
I don't have any emails on my phone.
You don't have emails on your phone?
I do, but like that, I don't store them because it's months ago.
That'd be a good one to store.
Despite the couple's protestations, police checks confirm the driver is indeed disqualified, with no MOT or insurance paid on the car.
So what do what now then? Obviously, we didn't know that.
Oh, well, you're going to be detained. The vehicle's going to be seized.
I've been done before, and
1544. You're under arrest for driving the vehicle while being disqualified. No insurance, no MOT, and the vehicle's notified off-road. I do have to caution you, so you do have to say anything that may harm the defence if you're not mentioned. When questioned, something which later line in court. And anything you do say may be given in evidence. Anything in your pockets you shouldn't have.
no. Fine. What do you do? What does she do?
I can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, I can't.
With the driver placed under arrest, his partner is left to find her own way home.
I know it's all a bit of a shock to you, but you need to be thinking how you're going to go from here, okay, because we're going to go through the process now. You've got some time yet, but just you need to think, is there somebody you can call? If there isn't absolutely nobody, then you're going to need to call a taxi so you can get to where you need to be.
I can't get my mum out, I'm not.
How much would a taxi be?
God knows, I don't even know where we are.
About 45 miles.
Love you.
Love you. Alright. See you in a bit.
The driver is taken into custody and his car seized, destined for a trip to the pound, where it stays until the 14 days are up, and with no one coming to collect, doesn't go to the crusher, instead meeting a far more interesting demise.
Came in on an operation they were doing at Silverstone. Obviously wasn't claimed. We don't sell any parts off them, so we just depollute them, fuel tanks out of them, batteries off of them, aircon gas out of them. Then we give that one that go to the fire brigade for them to practice on cutting people out.
And with the car pounds getting so much work from the emergency services, it's nice to give something back.
At the end of the day, you don't know when you're going to need them to cut you out of the car if you have an accident.
At CMG, a driver has come in hoping to collect his car, impounded for no insurance.
Can I help you? Yes, come and pick my car up. Let me go and have a look. Wait here, I'll be a second.
What happened was driving, I got stopped by the police and I didn't realize I had my insurance ran out. So obviously they seized my car, so now I have to get it back. I've been driving 2 months with no insurance, and then I didn't realize I didn't have no insurance. So after now I'm going to lose 6 points. But 3-4 months ago, my email it doesn't work, so that I couldn't be bothered like fixing it up, and obviously my insurance sent email to me, and obviously I haven't received them, and then I've just forgotten about it completely, and then that's what happened.
A recent report has found that nearly 1 in 8 drivers in the UK don't have current car insurance. And driver Ashley hears this story a lot.
Get a small percentage of people where, you know, their insurance bounces because they've either had a new bank card or they've had a tight month and they've not realised that the payment hasn't come out, you know, and they're the people I feel sorry for, that unknowingly lose their vehicles. But it's like, it's one of them things you have to have.
It's $250 to pay in total.
Yeah.
If you just pay out the front here for me, it'll come out, okay?
Oh, okay.
For letting his insurance lapse, as well as the requisite fines, this driver has had to pay £250 in recovery and storage fees. And to top it off, he's been given 6 points on his licence.
I got something for the company, for the insurance companies. Do not cancel the insurance if you don't hear from a customer. So they cost me 6 points. Then, and plus, pay £250, which is a rip-off. Now I'm waiting for my car, and I can go back to work. Yeah, my missus ringing, happy. Hello. And look, I'm getting my Ferrari right now out here. You watch my Ferrari when it comes out.
Well, a Ferrari is worth paying a release fee for.
Yeah, go and change some money. Yeah, get some money, so we're going tomorrow. At least I got good news. I'm going to Dubai tomorrow. That's my car. Have a good day, yeah? Cheers, man.
Welcome.
It might not be a Ferrari, but he's now free to drive his car home. Back out on the roads, it's shaping up to be a busy weekend for police officers Sam and Stuart. They're supported by car recovery company Threadgold.
We've been working for the police for taking their vehicles for probably in excess of 20 years. So many years we've been dealing with the police and impounded vehicles. The police jobs are either no tax or they're no insurance, and yeah, pretty good. We're definitely part of a team if we're out with the police. We're no good without the police are no good without us. And the police are in attendance, so if anybody does kick off, they deal with it. We just stand back and let them deal with any problems.
Today, Sam and Stuart have been alerted by the ANPR system to an untaxed and uninsured vehicle.
Hello, you all right? Good. And the reason why we've stopped you is your vehicle's shown as, one is having no tax and two is having no insurance.
Applied for it.
You've applied for it?
Yeah.
Have you got a policy on your phone?
No, because my wife was doing
the quote?
Yeah.
Can you contact her? Can she send the certificate of insurance through to you?
And have you got any points on your licence or at all?
I got 9.
You got 9 points. What's that for?
It was for speeding.
All for speeding or
yeah,
speeding? So you're 3 away from a ban then, really?
12 penalty points on your licence within a 3-year period can result in a 6-month driving ban. And as the driver attempts to contact his wife to retrieve his insurance details, the police find some information of their own.
Oh, he's got 12 points. He told me he's got 9 points for speeding.
Yeah, all for speeding.
Yeah.
He's got 12 points on his showing on his driving licence, which would suggest that, and it is evident on his record, that he's been to court. However, he's been one of the lucky ones where they've actually only given him the points and not actually revoked his licence or disqualified him. So obviously because he's on 12 points, if reporting for no insurance, and he will be summoned back to court and have to explain again, with the potential that they will disqualify him from driving.
And there's another problem.
If you look at the wind mirrors, the glass is something, I don't know what's over the glass or what, but you can't.
Oh, it's like I said, glue on it or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there, but it's the same the other side. So he can't use his mirrors at all at the moment, basically.
Meanwhile, the driver is still trying to contact his wife.
Any joy on the insurance? Just having a look.
Time is ticking. And if the driver can't produce evidence of insurance within the next few minutes, it's a black flag for this motor, which will be going straight back to the car pound.
So, because at the moment you've got 12 points on your licence as it is, you'll be what we call summons to court.
No, 9 points.
No, you've got 12 points. We just checked, 12 points, all for speeding. So, because you've got 12 points already, are you sure you've not been to court already about this?
No.
No.
Speeding's gone through court?
Yeah, so you've definitely been to court.
Yeah, for speeding.
So you have been to court?
Yeah, for speeding.
Yeah, I just said you've been to court, you said no. So anyway, so you've been to court, you've spoken to the magistrate, they've given you 12 points. We're going to potentially give you another 6, we'll give you 18, so you'll need to go back to court. Potentially you could be disqualified.
He's on it, she's looking for it.
Looking for it now?
Yeah, because she was doing it in the library, she went down the library.
So she has to go back to the library?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What is she looking at the library for?
For to go on the internet.
She's not did it on her phone?
No, she hasn't got it on the phone.
She's not got internet on the phone? Right, okay.
So is she at the library at the minute?
She's at home when I call.
So how long is it going to take her to get to the library?
10 minutes.
While the search for the internet continues, Dave Lee, head of the Safer Roads team, arrives to check the condition of the wing mirrors.
Dave's got a different level of training to ourselves. He's got what we call PG9 powers, So he can put a prohibition on the vehicle, whereas we can't at the moment.
Something that could maybe start off relatively minor, so, you know, I don't know if it's for no tax or something, that actually when we get it stopped and we start looking at other things, yeah, that then becomes quite serious. My colleagues have raised concerns with regards to the mirrors missing. That's just quite a big safety thing, because if you need to change lane or anything, you're not going to be able to check your mirrors to see, you know, if there's anything beside you or alongside you. We're going to issue what we call a PG9 notice, which is a prohibition for the vehicle being used. So when it comes to getting the vehicle back, you're going to need to have some glass or something with you to ensure that that's in essence repaired.
The car is seized for no insurance. And as Stuart reads the driver his rights,
so you do not have to say anything, but it may harm defence if you do not mention now something which you later on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
the recovery truck arrives, along with Maureen, who's taking a rare opportunity to get out from behind the desk.
Monday to Friday I'm in the office, but when we do the weekends ops, I'm out on the road with the drivers. We work well with the police, we like working with them.
When he comes to collect it, I've told him he needs to have the mirrors. It doesn't have to be a BMW X5 mirror, it could just be a mirror that he...
Well, yeah, you can go to Halford to buy them and stick on one.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's what he's had before and it's not worked, I don't know.
For Steve, this is the end to what has been a busy Formula One weekend.
5, this will be the 5th. 5 vehicles and 2 surety payments.
The BMW is taken to the pound. But as the owner collected it 2 weeks later, it's spared from the jaws of the crusher. Over at CMG Pound, meanwhile,
I'm hoping it don't fall off.
experienced recovery driver Ashley has been called to a police seizure.
So we're going to the M1 services to get a no insurance car. Been caught driving at the motorway with no insurance, so...
And taking illegal cars off the road doesn't stop when Ashley's feeling a little under the weather.
I thought it was coronavirus, so I've been doing tests twice a day. But no, I think it's just man flu, to be honest. You can't turn around to the police and say, oh no, we can't come and get your car today because Ashley's ill. So we just got to work through it.
And today, he's the only driver on shift.
Yeah, work on your own's all right, you know, just dot around town by yourself. But it's nice when you go to a job and there's like 2 or 3 of you. You always know it's a nice, big, juicy job when there's 2 of you.
This isn't a big job, but it has turned juicy. As Ashley arrives, the police are arresting the driver.
You will be reported for considerations of questioning of prosecution for the above offences, which is driving whilst having no insurance.
The guy's been pulled over for no insurance. It looks like he's being arrested because he's a wanted man, so...
He's wanted.
He's wanted anyway, is he?
Yeah. So pulled it over to check his driving licence and stuff he's wanted.
Jesus. We find this a lot, to be honest, where police will pull you over for no insurance and then check it further. And it's not just no insurance, they're wanted or there's no MOT, you know. So from one little thing, like no insurance, you've now, like car's off the road, the person's in custody.
The driver is just one of the many criminals caught each year by police after being stopped on an unrelated vehicle violation. In Manchester, another car park. This is Charles Wilson Recovery, working with the police for over 50 years. Today they've been called to collect an uninsured car, and driver Gary has been sent to retrieve it.
Right, just dropped 2 off at the yard. Now I'm going for a 3rd one.
And for Gary, who's now on his way to pick it up, this is proving to be something of a busy morning.
I don't know what I'm going to get, what it is, or what the situation is with it.
Not knowing what you're going to face can make the job hard.
This job, yeah, it can be challenging. Depending on what it is, you've got to think about the situation, what's around you, where it is, what it is, if it's totally mangled, if it's in a bush or in some field, I think of it as it's coming out the way it went in. It doesn't always work like that, but you try it. Right, let's see what we're getting.
When he arrives, the police are waiting for him.
Hello, what have we got today? Another van?
No insurance, so...
Yeah, we've got a Luton van. No insurance again. The customer knows what he's got to do, where he's got to go to. It could go at some point today. We just have to play it by ear.
With everything in order, it just remains for Gary to load the van.
Let's get it on.
Which again, doesn't always go to plan.
And it was going to be a straightforward one. Oh yes. Had my heart going then. Right, there we go, rock and roll. Gary for Charles Wilson's. This last van on the operation, all clear on that now.
For Gary, the easiest and most predictable part of the job should be returning to the car pound. Should be.
Yeah, I pulled up outside our premises due to the yard being full with another transporter collecting cars for us.
It isn't proving to be a straightforward day for Gary.
That was a friendly MOT, that was.
In Northampton, CMG driver Ashley is recovering a car picked up by police for no insurance.
The door doesn't open.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's no from the inside, there's no from the outside.
This car, it shouldn't be on the road, this.
The driver has been placed under arrest.
We're ready for us, yeah?
And the car isn't in that good nick either.
Well, that stinks in there. Oh. Smells like cigarettes. Just speaking to the officer, the guy had no insurance, but then it come back that he was a wanted man. Like, we took his car, so is he going to come back for his car or is he not? Because depending on what he's wanted for, he could end up going to prison. He might come back, he might not.
And even if he's free to collect the car in 14 days, it isn't exactly a vehicle in its prime. The recent MOT certificate found inside revealed a worrying 30 faults.
I think he had a very friendly MOT tester. It's got a 2-page advisory list.
So every now and again we get a car that the police have taken off the road because it's unroadworthy. Yeah, it might have passed its MOT, but it's only passed its MOT when it was on his ramp, you know, in the garage. If you go up the road and something was you was told should get replaced soon, was to break, you know, the police have every right to take it off the road.
Even the officer was saying it shouldn't be on the road. The only thing that actually works on it is the tyre. Where do you want it? In there, yeah?
I want to get the scrap out in a minute.
It stinks. Stinks in here, man.
Ashley just has to hold his breath for the next 2 minutes. Unsurprisingly to Ashley,
another one off the road, yeah. Another one for the scrap pile.
This car was never picked up and was sent to scrap 2 weeks later. In Manchester, what was a busy morning for Gary, who had to collect a van following a police operation, has turned into something of a frustrating one, as he now has to wait for space to drop off his vehicle, as the pound is chock full of illegal cars.
Is there no one in the yard? I bet he sent Keith out, hasn't he?
Gary, like most recovery drivers, is not used to twiddling his thumbs.
Just crack on with it, I might as well as wait. We'll get out because he sent Keith out. Right. Just come back off the police operation, went to go in the yard, you've got a coal park truck in there waiting, you've got one of our trucks in there waiting to be offloaded. You've got me sat outside waiting to go in, and you've also got 2 other trucks waiting to pick up on behalf of the insurance companies.
But after a wait of 36 minutes that seems more like 36 hours, Gary spots salvation on the horizon in the shape of Keith, who arrives to move some of the trucks already parked inside
We send you out.
to make way for Gary.
We've got Copart. I pulled up before Swampy and he's gone in.
With Keith back, things start moving.
As soon as that truck comes out within a couple of minutes, it'll be ready for going in. And then it's a matter of filing it and then wait for the customer to turn up.
Gary finally gets the van in.
And there you have it. Job done.
And partly because the van's been outside for so long, it isn't long before the owner turns up to collect it.
He's coming to you in a couple of minutes, but it's going to be about 20 minutes before we can actually get your van out.
Right, have you got your paperwork and everything? Has anybody sorted that yet? No.
With all the paperwork sorted out, it's time for the customer to be reunited with his vehicle. His other vehicle. Next time, a police escort is required to get these stolen motorbikes back to the car pound.
There was a few people hanging around near the property with some rather large dogs.
And everyone has to tread carefully.
It's got around about 11 tons of explosives on board.
Following a police operation in Northamptonshire.
So it could be fireworks, it could be things used in the military or in excavation.